A lot of questions I'm seeing on social media borders around your plan for the creative arts industry.
Yeah.
Because of your active role in that industry as a rapper.
Yes. You know, I was a musician, right?
Yes, I still remember some few lines from I'll drop it very soon. But let's talk about your plan for the creative arts industry.
The creative arts industry, if managed well, will be able to really contribute to the GDP of this country. And the example that comes close to my mind is the example of Nigeria. That I remember, I think 2018, 2019, thereabout. If you look at the GDP of Nigeria, I think they surpassed that of South Africa by reason of the enormous contribution by the creative arts space. Now, I think the Great Transformational Plan, in the light of this, has identified, first of all, the challenges that we have in the creative arts space and then the solutions thereof. Now, if you look at the challenges, and I think is known to all of us, funding is a huge problem. Infrastructure is another problem. Our inability to now collaborate and create a platform where we'll be recognized globally is also another problem. Now, the first challenge that I'm talking about is funding. Now, how do we, what will be our prescription for it? The solution to the issue of funding is that we're going to create what we call the Creative Arts Fund. The Creative Arts Fund will be created by us so that we'll be able to support up-and-coming, for instance, musicians, up-and-coming poets, up-and-coming comedians, up-and-coming artisans, and all of that, so that they can also start their own businesses. But they will pay back once they make money from what they are doing. So we're going to create that fund. That fund will be there. Now, if you are a musician, because I was a musician, let me use music as an example. Okay. The biggest challenge that I faced when I was doing music, again, was funding. And so we had to now beg people to help us go to the studios to go and record, to shoot our music videos, to even have platforms of promoting. And at the time, the DJs were killing us. You know, you have to pay payola. Oh, you have to pay payola and all of that, right? Because of the lack of management, it was difficult for us to, you know, survive, right? Now, imagine that for a young musician who is very talented, given the opportunity by being resourced by government to now record their music, to now shoot their music videos, and also to now give them access to international platforms where they can sell their product. Once they make that money, they'll be able to pay back what was given to them by the fund, so that other people will be able to get the opportunity to also access the funding. Once we do that, believe you me, we'll be creating music moguls and entrepreneurs in this country. Individually, see what Shatawale is doing. Individually, see what Stonebwoy is doing. Individually, see what Sarkodie, Black Sheriff, Kim Promise, Famiye, Kwame Eugene, Kiddy, Efia, and all the rest are doing. Individually, by themselves. Imagine if they had governmental support. Imagine what they would do. So we must be intentional about it. Once we're intentional about it, that's it. Look at the film industry. It has collapsed. It has collapsed because we don't have any financial backing. Once we have financial backing, once there's a fund that can be assessed by our creatives, it will be easier for them to now create content so that we can enjoy, international community can enjoy, and everybody will make money in the final analysis. Also, it helps in the export of our culture, because right now it appears that the Gen Zs are not even able to now appreciate our culture very well, because it's been dwarfed by globalization. You know, but yes, there's globalization, but through the creative arts space, we'll be able to what? We'll be able to now still bring our culture to a point where, you know, international community will recognize it. Even those of us here in this country will be able to recognize it. So we can also make money from it. The introduction of this December event by this government is good, you know. But after the fun, what next? You have to give people a reason to come back and stay. And that is what we are going to do. Those are the loopholes that we've identified, and we proffer solutions for them. So
beyond the return sort of event for them?
Yeah, absolutely. So locally and internationally.